A good day to everyone. Welcome back to the channel. This is his firewood, friends. People always ask me, why don't you mill it? Well, it's not my wood. It's his property, it's his wood, and he needs firewood. And these have root rot, and so if anybody's wondering why it's not getting milled, it's getting put into firewood, as that's what this man uses. He doesn't need boards or a mess around his yard of end cuts and a pile of sawdust. So every bit gets used up doing firewood, and that's what he's doing. I'm just cutting some of this buckbrush. So to my left, it's too far away from where the wood needs to get. So I'm kind of working a plan here. I've got to tweak this wood. I can't just kick it straight down the hill. It's going too far away from me. You see that patch of grass over on the left? This is where we're shooting with this wood. So the first part of the log is actually not going that way. It's going far off to the left. So I just tweak this around and get it going down there for him. Spend the extra time to make his life a little easier in the end. Friends, I've shown this quite a few times on the channel, but I call it the Egyptian move. Now, these are big rounds, and I need to pivot the log. So I need to put the log on a fulcrum, like a seesaw. What did you used to call it? Teeter-totter? So I take the undercut, I use it as a fulcrum, and I roll it. Just watch what I do here. You can do this with a 100-foot log if you do it right. You can. See how this is... It's just not going in the right position, so I need to break it free of the log itself. So I make sure I can roll out far enough to get it past the main log there, you'll see, and then I get it up on a fulcrum and I start twisting it and turning it on that fulcrum. You'll watch right there. See, I'm up now. Now I push down and get it to move a little bit. I only need a bit. See it? There it goes. It's tweaking a little bit, and then I kick her down the hill. So friends, you can do that with long logs, especially if you're not dealing with big timber. I go down there in a minute and get it down because I want more wood to go down. I want it on that grass. So I go down there actually and roll that out of there. But most of our wood is, fairly good size. So you can do things with it by hand. You don't need machinery. And I enjoy these little journeys. There's a lot of this on my channel. And if this is part of your life, you might be able to pick up a few. There it goes there. We're right down in there now. And now I go finish the buck. But one at a time, it's not real heavy one at a time. So 3 at a time, that block weighs quite a bit of weight there. It's going to make its way down the hill. So that's the idea. We fill this hole full of firewood, friends. I'm glad you're here. So friends, I do want to say we're in the dirt, and when your rakers are set just fine and dandy, this is when you know it takes time, friends. But this is the thing with the stand up and buck, you will never learn your tip, and I'm just putting this information out there. I'm not knocking anybody for not doing it. I'm urging you to do it, because you'll never learn your tip and what it feels like to be on the outside of the bark, with a tip, and if you've got your dogs and your power head slammed up against the tree all day long.
You gotta think about the next stage. Is it smart to
to bring this wood here? Well, of course it is. Of course it is. But this is the stuff that's furthest away from them. So I'm going to put you guys behind here so you don't get knocked over. Does anybody in this comment section have one of these 592s? Tell me if you do, because I'll tell you, I had this thing out cutting timber the other day. That's coming up to the channel. Friends, this thing's a monster and solid in the hands. So solid in the hands. And all I did was put a muffler on it. This is a stock power saw. Bone stock out of the factory with a pipe. That's it. And it is a joy to run. This is a hand file chain, full house hand file. Matter of fact, I hand filed this. That filing video I did last week was actually when I came home from this job, after I bucked all this. So, I love this thing. Thank you again, Husqvarna. Share this little situation with you here. I'm pinched. I get pinched, actually. I'm trying to bust this loose. I'm right on the ground right now, so I'm staying off the dirt, but I'm tickling and feeling, and you'll notice I get the power saw stuck right here. Listen. Whack. I stop. I'm like, okay, I'm stuck. Don't be pulling on your power saws. Rock them back and forth. I knew this was pinched and was going nowhere. Look at it. It's standing up on its bar until I kick the wood out of there. Don't pull on your saws. You'll bust mounts. Rock them back and forth and carry on. If you got to go get another saw or a wedge and knock it out of there, just stop cutting. Well, I like green. Green's good. Good to see ya. This is my my lemon water. Lemon, ginger, iron. My wife has this little iron fish, and she boils it for about, I don't know, a few minutes, and then makes ice cubes out of the water. So we get the iron in the water. and ginger and some other stuff, and it's just glorious. It's lovely. Friends, this 92, I just had to stop watching that last buck because there's no leverage there. I don't have the dog slammed into the tree. I'm not lifting up. I'm on the lower side now, and it's just dropping through the wood. So that's filing. Yes, you're filing for sure, but that 92's got power. And it's solid on its mounts. Do you know what I mean? Like the saw it's heavy. The saw is heavy, absolutely. Husky is known for making a robust machine. And like I showed you when I got pinched there, just don't pull on them. You'll break mounts. But this saw, I remember when I went to camp for the first time back in 98. Yeah. I went to Walker's and I says, I need a 372. I'm going Old Growth Fall. And he said, $372? I had no money. They knew me as a firewood guy, buying one file and one can of oil for bar oil at that time. And they said, no, we'll give you a 94. So they boxed up a 94 for me, and they know their business, man. They knew I was green at falling, and I was going into camp, the big wood. Because you're not going in there with a 72, you'll break it. Take this 94, and that's my 94. Actually, Donnie Walker's got that saw. So anyway, these big saws, there's nothing like them, friends. That's why I'm always trying to seek the smaller carcass with lots of poop in it. Like, that's why I do them 86ers. Those 86ers are a treat. Anyway, I love you all. I just wanted to pop in and say hi, and that I like the color green. This is the 562, friends. And it's just a glorious saw. Husky did such an amazing job on this saw. It blows my mind. Let's give it a couple pumps and see what happens after Scotty Wilson give it a port job. This is one of my friends. This is a 32-inch bar, and it packs it like nothing on this saw, friends. It doesn't. Is it long? It's a lightweight bar. Remember, if you're gonna run a 32-inch bar on the 562, get yourself a lightweight bar, like still lightweight, because they're the lightest, I think. Oregon is no longer, so Cannon is another guy to keep your eye on. Cannons are a little heavier because he believes in quality and longevity, and that's what he built his name on, Billy Boy from Cannon. But still is very light. I don't care what you run, but if you can run a 32 and you're about to see it. If you get your filing on point, there's no issue with it. Friends, a quick splatter. This saw has always impressed me. This is a 32-inch bar. Did you see it just fire up? Friends, I haven't run that saw for a while. That was one pull. Pumped it, choked it, shebango. So maybe I got a good one, but Scotty ported this saw. I have a stock saw that I've actually got barred up and I'm ready to run because we didn't get a ton of gains on the port job. We didn't. And I heard a lot of people talk about this saw. They don't port it because Husky seemed to nail this one. But I think there's always something you can do. So I'm actually looking forward to maybe revisiting this saw because it's light and it's strong. Stock, it was surprising to me. So I'm not going to carry on with this, but I'm going to show you a buck or two, and we're going to click out of this video and we're going to go to the next one, which will be tomorrow, the next day, hopefully tomorrow. But our members group gets something pretty close to every day over there. Wink, wink. Head over to the members group, friends. Pop in for a month. Check it out. See if it's your flavor. And if not, famous. I love you anyways. All right. Enjoy this couple bucks, and then we'll end this video. Thanks for being here. Work hard. Be honest. And be freaking kind. And take your power back. Stop watching the news, for crying out loud. Don't watch the news. You'll notice as this tooth rolls up, it has a micro side beak. See that? That's called a side beak. That's square ground chain, and it's scary.
Just go in with the tip.
It is important that there is balance in every situation at all times. You will find when everything you undertake is done under my guidance, there will always be perfect balance. That is why you have to allow life to unfold without trying to force anything. For as you do, nothing can go wrong and nothing can be out of timing. It does not mean that you just sit around and do nothing, expecting everything to fall into your lap. You have to keep ever alert. You have to keep your consciousness raised. You have to expect the very best. You have to have faith that all is very well. Very well. You have to wait upon me in absolute faith and confidence. You have to know without a shadow of a doubt that I am your constant guide and companion. You have to know that your ways are guided by me and by me alone, so that every step you take is firm and sure, and everything you do is done in love.
It's got a different profile than that one that I just